Excuse me, sir. Forgot your receipt.
Checkout lines. Who needs them?
Have a nice day.
This is the future of e-business.
All right, first most, let's give praises and honor and all glory to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us the truth, and all the hopeful elect out there who are all scattered at the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth, risking their freedom and lives for the truth. Obviously right now the RFID chip is the biggest thing, the biggest conversation going out throughout all the channels. With that, I want to get into some scriptures. Got a short little film to go with this too. We'll start off in 1 John chapter 4 verses 1, and I'll read down. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone unto the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesses that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is the flesh of Every spirit that confesses that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahweh. And every spirit that confesses not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh, and that is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it shall come, and every now and Shalakia, and even now already is it in the world. So we see that a lot, especially all these false prophets, all these false Christians, Catholics, they confess otherwise. The Pope says he's God. Christians, they're the same thing. They bow down and worship the white man. They don't stop loving the white man. Everybody's pushing to forget slavery. They don't want to read the truth. They're omitting a lot of the truth in their temples built by hand. So, and when you bring out, scriptures to let them know to follow the laws and stuff like that, they'll push that the laws are done away with. So, they want everybody to continue to sin. Ye are of Yahweh little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you that he that is in the world. So right there, anybody that's great in the world, they're nothing compared to what Yahweh Shai is, with the spirit inside of us, that everything comes from Yahweh. Let's go into verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of Yahweh, and everyone that loveth is born of Yahweh and knoweth Yahweh. So in other words, anybody, love. And Christianity, that's the biggest thing right now. They said we have to love one another and everybody has to love everybody, but that's not true. We are supposed to love our brothers that are within the 12 tribes. Only the 12 tribes. We're supposed to love our neighbors if they're part of the 12 tribes. All these other nations are nothing, as we've read before. They're unto spittle. They're nothing to Yahweh. All these 6 nations out there in the world, whether you be Arab, whether you be Esau, it doesn't matter. All these Asians, Chinese, if they're not part of the 12 tribes, they're nothing. So it's no love to show to them. The only love we show is to everybody that's focused in the truth, which know that Yahweh is the truth. The word is Yahweh Shai. So those are the only ones we show love to, not nobody else, not no heathen. So when have they showed us love? There's no love there. Going to verse 8. He that loveth not knoweth not Yahweh, and Yahweh is love. If in this was manifested the love of Yahweh towards us, because that Yahweh sent his only begotten Son into the world, that we might live through him. Therein is love, not that we love Yahweh, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if Yahweh so loved us, we ought also to love one another. See, there you go in verse 8. We should love one another. So, I know there's a lot of, you see, especially out there in California and stuff like that, you see, the Hispanic gangs versus the Negro gangs out there with Bloods and Crips, Sureños, whatever it is out there. That's what it's talking about, that we are all one in the tribe, so we're supposed to love each other. So it's not right here. A lot of people try to get it confused, saying that the entire world, it's not for the entire world. The Bible was never meant for the entire world. It's only for the 12 tribes. So you need to get that clear as well. We are supposed to love one another. Azakar loved Gad loved Judah. We are supposed to love each other. Levi loved Judah. We're our neighbors. We're within the 12 tribes. We're supposed to love each other. When we see each other through the Spirit, we know who we are. If the Spirit is of Yahweh, we're supposed to love each other, but it never says, love the entire world. Let's go into verse 12. Still 1 John chapter 4 verse 12. No man hath seen Yahweh at any time. If we love one another, Yahweh dwell in us, and his love is perfected in us. Hereby know we that we dwell in him, and he is in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit. And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. And again, there, the people always want to twist that up there, saying that everybody's going to be saved. But if you go back into other scriptures, we know that the other nations are not going to be saved, especially, the Edomites. The Edomites have no salvation. They're going to be slaves. They're going to be, after 1,000 years, they're going to be done with. There's not going to be no more Esau. All these fucking white crackers, they're going to be gone with. Anybody that's in rulership, all these fucking fake Jews out there that are in the land of Israel right now, proclaiming to be a Jew, but are not. All these motherfuckers out there are not going to have no salvation. They're going to be slaves in the kingdom. Let's go, Shalakia. Verse 15. Whosoever shall confess that Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh, Yahweh dwelt in him, and he in Yahweh. And we know, and we have known, and believed in the love that Yahweh hath to us. Yahweh is love, and he that dwelt in love dwelt in Yahweh, and Yahweh in him. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in the world. So it's basically saying, in the time of judgment, stand bold, because we know the truth. So there's no need to fear, because we already know the truth, because we're already fearing before that judgment comes. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. We love him because he loved us first. If any man says, I love Yahweh, he hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh who he hath not seen? So there you go. Who are our brothers? Every single person that comes from the tribes, and not the 2/3, because we're not dealing with the 2/3. We're dealing with the 1/3 and the elect, the hopeful elect, which is the 144. So those are the only ones that we're supposed to love. Anybody that's out there on the highways and byways preaching and teaching the truth, those are the ones we're supposed to show love. You know, all these other 2/3 of Israel, you know, we're not dealing with them. We're not, you know, if they don't want to receive the truth, the hell with them. Fuck them all, you know. There's nothing for them, you know. And all these heathen nations, the word was never given to them, so there's no love for them because they're not our brothers. You know, the only ones that are our brothers are the ones that receive the truth, and the truth is in the word, and the word is who? Yahweh Shai. So if you could receive that, if you could receive that Yahweh Shai comes from the tribe of Judah, and he's a Negro, and you accept that, and you know that, and you know what afflictions you have been through, you're part of the 1/3, or you're one of the hopeful elect. Let's go into last verse in 1 John chapter 4:21. And this commandment have we for him, that he who loveth Yahweh loveth his brother also. So, you know, love all the tribes, you know, love your brothers in the tribes. You know, it don't say love everybody else. It says love your brother. Your brothers are the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, Latinos, you know, Mexicans. That's your brotherhood right there. Not no other fucking nation, not Esau, not these fucking fake Jews out there. These motherfuckers ain't your brothers. Fucking all these Ethiopian bastards that you see out here, they're not your brothers. They're not mentioned for salvation. You know, the only hopeful thing they got going is being in the kingdom as slaves. You know, some are gonna be tortured more than others. It's just like Esau. You know, they're gonna have it rough. Others might have, you know, something good coming to them. Let's go into Shalakia, Revelations chapter 13, verses 16 through 18. Because we're gonna be, it's really touching more on the FRID chip that's coming, and everybody's promoting it. We already seen it out in the UK with those two wicked ass bitches that, you know, the mom and the daughter that got the implant. You know, the daughter's telling her mom, you know, that she got her phone's the cell phone. IBM is also promoting the FRID chip in this clip, so let's get into that. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which 60 is basically 30 times, or 3 times 20. So you get that 666 if you understand that. Let's go into want to get Revelations 3 and 4. Yahweh forbid ye, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as if it is written that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So right there, we're talking about that judgment. You know, let every man be a liar, but Yahweh, you know, everything that he has put in these books be true. You know, everything that's to come, it's gonna come. And you know, anybody that might overcome that judgment be justified and good, you know, when that judgment comes, when we, you know, because not everybody's gonna die. You know, there's some of us that are never gonna taste death, so some of us are just gonna be tried here, And some of us are not. Some of us are going to be beheaded in that time. And, we're hoping to push this and let this come sooner than than expected, because a lot of these other nations right now, regardless what's happening up in Syria, Iran, with all the sanctions that America just put this past week on 39 other countries, this is just pushing for that World War III to come a little bit sooner. So that's what we're hoping for, is that World War III comes a little bit sooner. But we need to understand all the trials and judgment that we're gonna get here, all the how we're gonna get here, especially those who are following the truth, and you're supposed to avoid the mark of the beast. Let's go into Revelations chapter 14, verse 9 through 11. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture upon the cup of the indignation, Shalakia. And he shall be tormented with fire, brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. Who are the holy angels? Who's coming down? All these, the Lamb. Everybody's what did Trump just do last month? He started making the Air Force, not the Space Force. Because why? Because he wants to keep watch on all these so-called UFOs, which we already know that all these UFOs are the chariots of God. And who's going to come down in one of those so-called UFOs in the chariots? Yahweh Shai. He's going to come back the same way he left after he was crucified. The same way he was picked up is the same way he's going to come back. But he's not going to come back alone. He's going to come back with the holy angels. And thousands upon thousands of them. So we're waiting for that day. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. So there you go. Even after that happens, when Babylon the Great gets destroyed, there's not going to be no rest here. There's not going to be no rest for them. They're going to suffer and be tormented day and night. They're going to wish to die, and they're not going to be able to die. And the smoke from America, from Babylon the Great, whether it be UN, NATO, it doesn't matter. America, this smoke is going to go on forever and ever. We read it in the other chapters as well, just paraphrasing it, that the smoke is going to ascend for forever and ever. Let's go into Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thorns, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. Oh, there you go. What I was saying. Anybody that's in the truth, regardless in those days where they put us in those FEMA camps, whatever happens, wherever they want to put us in, after the 10 days, a lot of us are going to be beheaded because of the truth, the word, Yahweh Shai, because of our faithfulness. But he says we're gonna reign with him for 1,000 years. So in that 1,000 years, you need to understand that this earth, everything that's created by man, is going to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed by fire. Fire cleanses the entire earth. It cleanses gold. It cleanses everything. It purifies everything. Everything has to be destroyed. All these fucking buildings that these fucking Edomites fucking built day and fucking night, Everything has to fucking be destroyed. That way, when those 1,000 years of slavery for Esau, they're gonna have to reconstruct our kingdom. But it's gonna be in whichever design Yahweh gives us, is the way we're gonna put all these fucking Edomites to work. Every single fucking slave is gonna be out there to work and construct everything that we need in those 1,000 years. So it might not seem like much, but that's just for Esau. Like we read another verses that they are they're gonna be here for 1,000 years, and after those 1,000 years they're gonna be gone away with. God's gonna make away with them, just with them. Not all these other nations, obviously we're still gonna have slaves regardless, as it says also, what was it, he that taketh into captivity must go into captivity. So not a lot of people like that we're gonna have slaves in the kingdom, but that's the way it is. Let's go into Revelations chapter 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrote miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Okay, so a lot of people, we know that the system is the beast. We already know who's getting marked with the artificial intelligence. Basically everything that they're promoting right now is get the chip. If you're blind, it'll make you see. Get the chip. If you're if you're lame, basically if you can't walk, it'll make you walk. So that's what they're promoting right now. So they're promoting that the beast, the system, the chip, it's giving you those same miracles that Yahweh Shai was performing here over 2,000 years ago. Well, that's how they're deceiving everybody. And Esau knows exactly what they're doing with all this technology, but that technology don't last long. It's all going to come to an end. They have basically the chips are motion chargeable, so with every motion you make, they keep charging. It's like a wind-up watch. It just as long as your body moves, it continues to charge, so you'll never have to plug into something. And that's just like a deception for you. Oh yeah, this is the white man's God. Yeah, he's not fucking God. He's Esau. He's the fucking devil. Revelations 12 verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of Yahweh and have testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So see, there you go again with the woman. The woman is easily deceptive. She fucking gets deceived every single fucking time. She wants to lean into her own fucking understanding. And last but not least, let's go into Revelations chapter 13 verses 7 through 8, and then I'll close out. That way I'm not keeping this lesson too long and too boring. I just want to get it out there. We're pushing the FRID chip is the mark of the beast. That's what we're pushing for. That's what every single brother is pushing out there. All the camps, GMS, are pushing that the FRID chip is the mark of the beast. And be careful with those who say it's not the mark of the beast. They're deceivers. They're going off. God has closing their eyes and understanding. There's a 2/3 that are not going to be saved. The 1/3 is going to be saved, and the 144, which are men, are going to be an elect, and they're all from the tribes, the 12 tribes. Either you're from the northern kingdom or the southern kingdom, but there's 12 tribes 2/3 are not going to be delivered, only the 1/3 and the 144 elect. Let's go into verses, give verse 7 again. And it was given unto him to make war into the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain for the foundation of the world. So there you go. The 2/3 that are not going to be saved, they're the ones that are going to worship the beast as well. So the only ones that we're after right now is waking up the 1/3. You know, all you Native Americans, you Latinos, you Mexicans, and all you Negroes out there, we're waking you guys up. And with that, I just want to say shalom. And hopefully you guys continue to stay in the truth. You know, all the hopeful elect and the 1/3 just stay in the truth, continue to walk.